Hello and welcome to Cloudforest Vibes. My name's Bobby, and this is how I grow orchids and carnivorous plants. Hello and welcome to Cloudforest Vibes. Today's video I have an unboxing from Andy's Orchids. I was shopping, actually that's a lie. I went on my email and noticed that he had sent out a newsletter deal, and I just so happened to click on it and ended up shopping, and I found some pretty cool stuff. I've got 3 plants today in this box, and I believe 2 of them should be in bud or maybe even in bloom if we're lucky. So we're going to get right into it. I don't often buy plants in bloom. That wasn't actually what I set out to do here, but they just happened to be in that category, so I ended up really lucking out, hopefully, and getting some cool treats. Alrighty, let me get this thing opened up and all the goodies pulled out, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have got my 3 plants here, and I am going to go ahead and start with this one because it's Michael McCarthy's fault. As the title of this video is going to indicate, it is all Michael McCarthy's fault. So some of you might already know just by that comment what this is, but Bobby ended up with his first Zygopetalum from this purchase. I have steered clear of them for quite some time now, and you know, I really do love the blooms. I think they're phenomenal. I think they're cool little plants. They've got an awesome growth habit. The whole zygo tribe, actually, I learned that there's a lot more to zygos than just zygos. I like a lot of the smaller plants like Keffersteinia and Promanias and things like that as well. So I'm looking into other genus in this tribe as well that I so far have been unable to acquire them. This is an absolute pain, so give me a moment. We'll do the little fadey thing. We'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have it all unpackaged, and this is Zygopetalum tristi. It's an intermediate to cool grower. It is a moist grower, it says here, and that would go with everything I have heard about these so far. I did go ahead and buy some cocoa husk because that is apparently the one, that's the thing to use. So hopefully this is at a decent stage and I can repot it, but I'm going to have to consult Michael. To be honest, I do not know enough about these plants, and I do not want to get it wrong. It may live right where it's at for just a little while longer until we get a new growth. The media doesn't smell too funky, but who knows how long it's been in there. So it might not do well in my environment in the pot. That's what I'm worried about. But again, I do have a solution for it. So Zygopetalum tristi, and I am extremely excited to have my first zygo. Thank you, Michael, for all the bad influencing and finally convincing me. Next up, we are going to go with this bad boy. This is going to be my newest Dracula that I'm adding to my collection. I think I first saw this on Lynn's channel, and it's just a really cool plant. It's a really good size, and I really enjoy the blooms, and I looked it up. It should do well in my conditions, and I am going to definitely throw this on a mount. You know, it's not going to stay in this for very long. It's got a spike here that looks like it's worn out, and one here with the bloom on, but unfortunately it looks like the bloom has faded in shipment, which is not surprising, but I will show you guys. This is a big, awesome Dracula bloom. So we'll take a closer look at that in there. Hopefully under light you can get a idea of it, but I don't think that one's going to really make it. I don't, well, you know what? There might be a couple other spikes coming in here, it looks like. So again, we'll take a look at this under better light in a moment. But that is Dracula andrettiae, and it's an intermediate grower from Colombia. It grows just like other Draculas, so very exciting. It does have new growth as well, so really, really strong looking little plant. I'm eager to grow that one on and see if I can get this for myself. Really cool. Finally, I think we're going to save the best for last. This I have been looking at for quite a while. I think the first time I almost bought this orchid was from New World Orchids, and I just waited too long, and by the time I went back to finally get it a couple months later, it was just too late. This is another Dendrobium. I cannot get away from getting Dendrobiums in just about every order right now. For some reason, I'm just obsessed with them. And this is a really neat one. This is one that I think is going to stay a decent size, but has a very special trait that I've been looking for that I just cannot fit a lot of the other long cane Dendrobiums in and be able to justify having. So this is Dendrobium parishii, and as you can see, it is in bloom. We will definitely take a closer look at these in the grow tent, but can you just see that awesome color? And let me tell you right now, oh, they smell like raspberries, and that is why I wanted this plant. Anosmum is another one that has that trait, very similar blooms, but it's huge. It's absolutely a giant. This Dendrobium should stay a much more manageable size for me, and that is exactly what we want in the tent, because we are still avidly running out of room. I'm not doing anything to help myself. I get rid of plants, trade plants, and then I just bring more right in. So we're not really cutting down in numbers, but we are, I guess, expanding in variety once again. But that is, again, Dendrobium parishii, and it's also intermediate to warm grower, bright light, really, really neat plant. Let's go ahead and get in the grow room, and we will take a much closer look at all of these, including these awesome, awesome blooms. Alrighty, so you'll still see plants from another unboxing in the background. I apologize for that, but they all came on the same day. I thought they were going to come 2 days apart. This is my new Zygopetalum tristi, and it is absolutely awesome looking. Really healthy little plant. I mean, nice color green, and looks like it's been growing for a little while, so hopefully continues to progress and do well. And again, I really am eager to get it in its new media, which I am currently soaking and treating and getting ready. So a couple days, hopefully, we will be able to repot this, as long as we get the blessing from Mr. McCarthy. So anyhow, the next plant we'll look at is this Dracula. Again, geez, what a plant. That thing's big and bold. I love it. Definitely the biggest Dracula I have, and does have new growth. Andy's always has awesome, like, liverwort and mosses and all kinds of cool stuff growing on the pots. This is definitely going to probably get taken off and go into a container and grow in a little terrarium or in a window or something. I never really throw this stuff away. It does usually get to live on, and this moss, I try to get as much of this stuff here, this little thread type moss, to propagate in my orchid tank and tent as possible, because it grows epiphytically. It'll grow directly on bark. That is one of my favorite ones. I wish I could find a way to get a whole tray of that going, so we could all have some of that. Really good stuff. Anyhow, enough of that. Look at that. That is a big flower, and I'm gonna peel it open just a little bit so you can see, but you're not going to be able to see very well on this camera. But I did go ahead and take some really awesome pictures of this thing, which I'll roll here in just a few minutes, probably at the end. But that is going to be a really special bloom if we can get that again. I'm sure we can. Hopefully. I shouldn't say that. So, good things to come. I mean, it's just beautiful. Even the outside of that one is spectacular. Really cool. And finally, the showstopper is this Dendrobium parishii. Not only does it have two really nice strong growths coming on this plant, but it has three absolutely gorgeous blooms. They're furry, they have a lovely throat, the fragrance, the venation, everything about this is just spectacular. Better than the pictures by far. Just a really, really nice Dendrobium. I took some good pictures of this as well. I'm not going to make you squint and look at it on here like this, but I will roll them along with the pictures of the Dracula here in just a few moments. But that is my Andes unboxing. I hope you guys are as excited about it as I am. These plants are just out of this world. They really are. Really, really neat ones. I'm thrilled to have my first Zygo. This Dracula is just better than I ever could have expected it to be. And this, I mean, gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. Raspberries, indeed. Definitely raspberries. Alright guys, thanks as always for watching. Please, until next time, stay safe out there guys. It's getting crazy again. And happy growing.